Development and Evaluation of Instructional Materials for Subject-Verb Agreement of third-year AB English students. There are new teaching paradigms each students and professors need to deal with. New resources and modular type of learning are discovered due to pandemic. Nowadays, the use of internet and various kinds of platforms in social media are spreading all over the world, which then they use as a way to continue their study and cope with the new normal. An instructional material like software copies, photocopies, other references which can use as a tutorial, the links and URL, PowerPoint presentation, and article are being used and helpful for further learning. Furthermore, learning a subject-verb agreement of third-year AB English students of Mindoro State University is versatile when it comes to teaching. The professor accommodates the different types of instructional materials to be used to discuss their lesson and discussions in different subjects. The third-year AB English students in Mindoro State University who have a range of learning when they were in senior high school, it overwhelmed the feeling of being a college students that distract them in the forms of speaking and writing sentences that requires agreement like subject-verb agreement. To minimize and make the simplest form of English language as possible. Given that when we take an AB English course, we are most likely known as a fluent speaker and writer. Similar to that, this modular learning gives a big role to provide the learning in each subject containing different topics. Students' flexibility aims to study more in different aspects. Moreover, modular approach is proving itself too that SVA and other subjects can help to improve the acquisition of learning.
The statement of the problem, this study aims to develop and evaluate the given instructional materials used for teaching subject-verb agreement for third-year AB English students in the Mindoro State University. This research will be guided by the following questions. Number 1, what are the factors affecting the development of instructional materials for subject-verb agreement, with their convenience, appropriateness of learning objectives, and the student engagement. The number 2, how do third-year students evaluate the use of online modules as an instructional materials on subject-verb agreement in terms of convenience, appropriateness to learning objectives, and also the student engagement. The number 3, is there a significance between the relationship of development and evaluation on the instructional materials of the students? The number 4, is there a significance between the development and evaluation on the instructional materials of the respondents across indicators? Number 5, last one, what are other opportunities can instructional materials contribute to enhance the teaching strategies of the professor, instructors on the subject-verb agreement? The statement of the hypothesis of the study, the researchers' hypothesis on the study will be tested as, number 1, the use of online modules as an instructional materials is well developed and effective on students' learning, and number 2, the use of online module as an instructional material is undeveloped and ineffective on students' learning.
Conceptual framework. There are two relations that results the effectiveness of online modules in subject-verb agreement in AB English students. First, factors of development of modules about subject-verb agreement in the students of AB English. And second, the evaluation of development of modules in subject-verb agreement in AB English students. They are interconnected through convenience, appropriateness to learning objectives, and student engagement. Sullivan 2012 says that the core of every sentence in English language is one single relation. The subject-verb pair unifies the phrase just like an indivisible nucleus at the core of an atom. There can be a lot of word modification, new meaning, but the fundamental unit does not matter how many adjectives, adverbs, and independent clauses are connected. The combination of subjects ensures the phrase signifies something. Without this core, a sentence fragments and loses its power to speak. In fact, only when at least one subject and a verb are included is a sentence completed. According to Tomlinson 1998, as mentioned in Patel 2017, materials development refers to anything which is done by writers, teachers, or learners to provide source of language input in ways which maximize the likelihood of intake. The dependent variable shows the development of modules in AB English students in subject-verb agreement. On the other hand, independent variable shows the evaluation of modules in subject-verb agreement. The relationship between the two results in affectivities of both dependent and independent variables.
Research methodology. Simple random sample will be the method of research used in this study. In this research, the level of understanding performance of the students will be the equivalent of their extent learning in test taking. Research locale. The study will be conducted in Mindoro State University in Masipit, Calapan City. The researcher choose Minso as their place of implementation because it will give the researchers the most needed information for there to conduct their study. The respondents of the study are the 65 students from AB English Department in Mindoro State University. Stratified random sampling technique will be used for the selection of respondents' study. The researchers will be using an evaluation activities to be used in the study. The instrument will be evaluated to 65 respondents of third year AB English. The reliability of the instrument will be determined using weighted mean.